So today we're gonna be making peach cobbler. All right, guys, welcome back to my channel, Savvylicious Arrangements, where you learn your baking basics. Okay, so we're gonna be starting off with fresh peaches, not them peaches in a can, honey. We're not doing peaches in a can. You want to make peach cobbler? We're gonna make peach cobbler from scratch. All right, and we're gonna use fresh peaches, but it's your preference. If you choose to use fresh, perfect. If you choose can, we two different type of people, okay? But whatever you choose is fine with me. Just make sure you got you some peaches. I prefer the fresh ones. So if you are using fresh peaches, I prefer you use 7 to 8 fresh peaches. If you are using the can, go ahead and grab you 2 cans. You're going to use one with the juice and one without the juice. Okay? So here I'm just taking my potato peeler and I'm going to be peeling my muffin cap back off my peaches. All right? So once you finish going ahead peeling all your peaches and rinsing them off, you are going to slice your peaches. Okay, we're going to slice them. So I prefer just going ahead and taking a nice sharp knife and just pretty much cutting the seed out, and then going ahead and cutting them into I don't even know what the shape will be called for this, but just go ahead and cut them like this. Okay. You want your peaches to be a nice size, so when you go ahead and place them into your pan and your oven and everything like that, they still come out, nice and firm. So we're just going to continue to go ahead and cut our peaches out. You see the orange little, or the red part in there. Don't get me wrong, I do not know what it's called, okay, but I like that little part right there. So don't cut those out because it makes it look good. It make it look real good. So just go ahead and cut your peaches up, and once you finish doing that, this little peach right here has some white stuff in there. I don't know what it was, but I took my little melon scraper and I took it out. I just wasn't sure what it was. It looked a little funny looking. I didn't know if it was, I just don't know what it was, so I just took it out because I wasn't for sure. Okay. Once I go ahead and take my melon scraper and scrape it out, I'm going to continue cutting my peaches in the size that I want them. And you want to leave the peaches a good, decent size. You don't want to make them too thin or too thick. I feel like right in the middle is just good. So once you go ahead and finish cutting up all your peaches, you're going to go ahead and place them into a bowl. It doesn't have to be this particular bowl. Just go ahead and place your peaches into a nice large bowl and go ahead and give them another rinse and get all of the extra peach stuff off of them. Okay, so now that we have our peaches all cut up and rinsed off, you're going to take a 3/4 cup of white granulated sugar. Once you take your 3/4 cup of white granulated sugar, you're going to take your 3/4 cup of brown sugar, dark brown sugar. 1 tablespoon of lemon extract or fresh lemon juice, up to you. I used the extract, that was what I could find at the time. Then you're going to take 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Now the cornstarch is going to make this thing thick, okay, like me. It's going to make it thick like me. So then we're going to take 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract, because we need that extra flavor up in there. The lemon is just going to give it that extra zesty flavor. Now we're going to take 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for, the ground cinnamon to get to where it's supposed to be. All right. And then we're going to take half, well, not half, a teaspoon, I'm sorry. And we're going to add that in there. So you have 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And then you're going to take 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, and you're going to take 1 teaspoon of apple pie spice. I know we're working with peaches, but the apple pie spice works good in everything, okay? It works good in everything. Then we're going to come over with our vanilla bean paste, just to give it a little zazza, dress it up a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and add that up in there too. Now, I didn't measure this. I just went ahead and eyeballed it, okay? I like my things seasoned well. So, just your preference of how you want to do it. Once you get all your ingredients in there, go ahead and mix it all together, okay? And watch it. Just watch it all melt in front of your face. Now, this is my first time making this peach cobbler pie, y'all. And this thing came out. Woo, this thing came out good. All right. I went to work the next day and they was like, oh, why you didn't bring me some peach cobbler? Why you didn't bring me no peach cobbler? I was just like, girl, that thing was gone. It was gone before I could even get up in the morning. So now that you have your peaches all mixed up, we're going to go ahead and move on to the dry ingredients. Now, this was this special secret ingredient right here was the box cake mix. Now, if you don't choose to use box cake mix, you can go ahead and add your 1 cup of all-purpose flour and the rest of your ingredients. But if you don't mind using the box cake mix like myself, go ahead and use the box cake mix. It's easy and it gives that more flavor because what? We're working with French vanilla here. Woo! All right, so we're going to go ahead and take 2 cups of our cake mix. Now, if you're doing this with the all-purpose flour, you only need 1 cup. But I'm going to take 2 cups of a cake mix. We're going to take a 1/4 cup of white granulated sugar. And we're also going to take a 1/4 cup of light brown sugar this time, not dark brown sugar. We use the dark brown sugar for our peaches. Now we're going to use the light brown sugar for our crust. Okay, go ahead and pack that in there. Some may fall out, but it's okay. A little extra won't hurt nobody. I like my stuff sweet. Now we're going to go ahead and add a pinch of salt. I just didn't want to place it in my hand, so I used the teaspoon. Once you do that, you're going to take 3/4 cup of cold milk, not room temperature milk, not warm milk. I forgot to add the ground cinnamon, but just a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And then you're going to go ahead and add your cold milk in there. Once you have all your ingredients and your dry ingredients, we'll go ahead and start whisking this up. You can do this by hand. You can do this by your KitchenAid. You can do this with a hand mixer, whatever you prefer. A spoon, a fork. It doesn't really make a difference. Just go ahead and mix it up, girl. Just mix it up. Once you go ahead and mix in, I don't even know what I'm saying at this moment. But once you finish mixing up your dry ingredients, it should look something similar like this. If it's a little too thick, just go ahead and add you some more milk. If it's a little too runny, just go ahead and use some more cake mix or flour. Now, you're going to use a 1/2 cup of butter. I just put mine in the microwave in a separate bowl, and then I just went ahead and just poured it into the bottom of my pan. Now, 1/2 cup of butter is 1 stick. Okay, because I know they be on here. They be on YouTube talking about, oh, you need 50 grams of butter. I don't know what 50 grams is. Just give me what you use, which is 1 stick, 2 sticks, 3 sticks, a 1/2 stick. Okay? Don't give me 50 grams or 50 ounces or whatever the case may be. Just tell me what you use. 1 stick of butter. I used a half a cup of butter, which is 1 stick. 2 sticks of butter equals a whole cup. Okay, but I didn't use 2 sticks. I used 1. Now, I'm going to go ahead and apply my cake mix to the bottom of my pan. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my peaches on top. Now, I got some extra cake batter left, so we're going to go ahead and do a little 2 layers up in here. Okay, we're going to do 2 layers. So I'm just going to maneuver some of my peaches around, push them down to the bottom so that crust can rise on top. Ooh, that thing looks so good. That thing looks so good. And now I'm going to go ahead onto my second layer and add in the rest of my cake batter on top of the peaches that I applied to the bottom of the pan. Now that I applied all the rest of my peaches, my cake batter, I'm going to go ahead and apply the rest of my peaches to the top of the cake batter. I'm just going to go ahead and space them out so that they have enough room to breathe. Every man for themselves. And now I'm going to add my finishing touches to the peach cobbler, and I'm going to sprinkle on some light brown sugar to the top for the crust. Give it that caramelization. And then I'm going to go on top with some more apple pie spice. Just sprinkle it on there. And then this is what it looks like while it's in the oven. I put it in the oven on 350 degrees. I set my timer for 45 minutes, and baby, this is what it looks like when it came out of the oven. Okay, this is what it looked like when it came out of the oven. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next one.